I'm Alessandra Steinherr, Beauty Director of Glamour magazine. The UK Afro hair industry is a multi-million-pound business, and I'm curious to learn more about it. Leading Afro hair brand Dark and Lovely has challenged me to become an Afro hair expert in less than a month. Today I meet with model and beauty blogger Tasha Green, who shares her experiences of growing up with a mum who was unfamiliar with how to care for her hair type. Hi Tasha, thank you for meeting me today. Your hair looks absolutely fantastic. What's it like growing up with your hair?
I think before the age of 3, my hair was like straight with kind of waves and curls in it, and then one day it literally just went into like an afro, and my mum didn't know what to do. So she just kind of braided it as best as she could for as long as she could, and then it got to the point where it was just too difficult. She ended up relaxing my hair.
Was it pain-free or?
Have you ever bleached your hair, like at the roots?
Yes, I did actually.
And you get the tingles, like
yes, and I don't like the tingle, and as soon as I get the tingle, I'm like, take this off.
That's exactly what relaxing's like. I think it's very similar.
I mean, what are your must-haves?
I really like sulfate-free shampoos and stuff because it doesn't dry my hair out. Like if I shampoo my hair with normal shampoo, I cannot get my fingers through it. But with sulfate-free, it's so easy. I love gel, which is really weird, but I put cream on my hair and then gel to make the curls really pop.
So you've got natural hair now?
Yes.
Are there any, are you going to stick to that, or are you thinking of any changes?
I'm never changing my hair, I love it. Like it's so versatile because I can have it straight whenever I want it, so why relax it?
Thank you so much. Interestingly, radio DJ and presenter Sarah Jane Crawford had a very different experience growing up.
My mum's white, and bless her, she always tried really hard to get the right product. So we'd go down to Peck and Rye, and she'd be taking me in all the different Afro hair shops and asking questions, and she'd be buying detangler sprays, and on a Sunday night she'd be spraying my hair, brushing it, and I'd be like screaming because it gets tangled easily, so she had to learn how to brush it in the right way. My natural hair, I always say it's a little bit like, on a good day it's like Scary Spice circa the 90s.
I like that.
Even though Scary Spice has straight hair now, as we know, Mel B. So it's like quite curly, but there's different textures depending on the part of my head.
So you don't do your own hair, you get it done for the show?
I get it done. I've got a hairstylist called Lorraine Dublin who's really good because she's a black stylist, but she understands mixed race hair, because I think sometimes you can go to an Afro salon and they might deal with it like it's Afro hair, and there is a difference. Normally on a day-to-day just to do radio, I'd have the bonds in, which would last, a couple of months, and then your own hair is out with it, and it's not, because I went through a phase of having weaves and then I thought I can't deal with weaves, and I know you're on a bit of a journey, so you probably know weaves by now, but basically a weave is when you have your own hair like cane road, i.e. plaited up, and then you get hair sewn on top, and I was just like, look, my hair's already long and thick, it's kind of about your length, my natural hair, maybe a tiny bit shorter, why am I weaving it all up? So now I have all of my hair out, and then underneath I have some individual bonds. When it comes to being black and mixed race, I think that hair becomes such a bigger issue because in this country there isn't as much people that know about it. It's becoming more and more known because, the mixed race population is going to be one of the fastest growing anyway. Little girls growing up, they need role models. They need to be able to say, oh, that's like mine, So that's why it's so important, and that's why what we're doing is so good.
And you are a pretty good role model.
Thank you very much.
As the face of beauty changes, with mixed heritage hair becoming one of the most dominant hair types, I wonder what impact it will have on the Afro hair industry. The Dark and Lovely experts in Paris share their insights and predictions for the future.
Afro hair is not a hair type from a consumer point of view. Afro hair is more kind of hairstyle. We've interviewed more than 17,000 consumers of African descent last year. So what we've identified is really their routine, their routine in terms of beauty in general, their expectation, what are the problems that are currently solved by using some product today, but also, and what is more important, what are the unmet needs today. Our aim is to provide beauty to all consumers of African descent, men or women, both, everybody, and children as well.
There is obviously the trend of natural hair. People of African descent, they are developing techniques. They are doing cocktail, home remedies. We see also the trend of protective styles. I mean, hair like me, for example, braids, box braids, Senegalese twist. Straight hair is something that is mainstream, but something that is shifting is that we see more and more women that don't want permanent solution and want to be more versatile. Men of African descent, they are really like, they do like grooming. We see soccer player from from Africa, you can see that they like to play with the hair color, with the texture. It could be wavy, it could be also very coily. So it's definitely something that is going to grow.
Talking of men, my final meeting of the day is with blogger and style icon Prince Cassius. What's your hair like naturally, basically?
Like just curly, big Afro hair. Like obviously the minute it dries, it goes into a fro. So my brothers have really like Arabic hair. My mom is very Arabic, she's from Sudan. So her hair is very beautiful, very silk, like no problem. So for me, I've always wanted to fit in. And I went to university, and that's actually when I was finding myself and going through growth. And then I thought, you know, actually, I'm sick and tired of every day in the morning, I would cut my hair, I would gel it, and then the curls would pop out. I'll be like, okay, where's my scissors? I'll be like literally chop off my, like the curls and everything. And then I thought, you know, I have to embrace it, and I started growing it.
How long does it take you?
Okay.
And what is your routine?
Okay, so having an Afro before, that routine was really dangerous. It used to take me 8 hours, babe, to do. I would never wash and go. I would tell my friends I'm washing my hair. That means I'm staying in all day.
The whole weekend.
The whole day. Yeah, I would start on Friday and be done by Sunday. But no, seriously, I had like section all this. So when I obviously shaved the hair like the new look now, it saved me like 6 hours, because this takes me 2 hours. Wash, which is about 20 minutes. You know, let it air dry, then blow dry, use a bit of conditioning, sheen spray, and hairspray, and styling.
I think there'll be a lot of people watching who, you know, maybe are going through times where they find it hard accepting themselves and maybe, you know, maybe their hair. What advice would you give?
It takes time, but I think as long as you are surrounded with positive people and really good role models, you just have to look up to them.
I absolutely loved meeting Tasha, Prince Cassius and Sarah Jane. It was so interesting to find out about mixed race hair and all the different variants within that, you know, and how three people's totally different approaches, you know, in between keeping it natural or being ultra fabulous like Prince Cassius. I really think I've got a bit of a crush on him. And then Sarah Jane, who's so beautiful and poised and such a role model for, you know, lots of young girls out there. And I really feel that was something, an area that, you know, I really wanted to learn more about, and I think I really got to it. And after hearing from Alexia, I can't wait to see what the future holds for this beautiful hair type.